Obey thy parents, or else. Lacey Honor crime. A horrifying case of attempted honor killing has shaken the community of Lacey, Washington, shedding light on the dark realities of familial control, cultural pressures, and the extreme lengths some will go to in the name of so-called honor. The shocking incident, which took place outside Timberline High School, involved two parents, Ihsan Ali and Zahra Ali, who were arrested for attempting to strangle their 17-year-old daughter for rejecting an arranged marriage with an older man. The nightmare for the young girl began long before the violent attack. According to reports, she had been subjected to increasing pressure from her family to comply with their wishes. The marriage had been arranged without her consent, and when she dared to voice her refusal, the response from her parents was not only verbal threats, but an escalation of physical abuse behind closed doors. Sources close to the investigation reveal that the girl had endured months of intimidation, emotional manipulation, and fear for her life. On October 18, realizing she had no choice but to escape, the girl fled her home in a desperate bid for safety. She made her way to Timberline High School, seeking refuge among school staff and fellow students. Little did she know that danger was lurking just behind her. Her enraged parents, unwilling to let her disobedience go unpunished, had followed her to the school grounds. Witnesses recall the terrifying moment when the girl was confronted just outside the building. Disturbing footage captured at the scene shows Ihsan Ali pinning his daughter to the ground, his hands tightening around her throat as her face was pressed into the dirt. Her desperate gasps for air were drowned out by her mother, Zahra, who joined in the assault, slapping and berating the girl as she struggled to escape. Eyewitnesses, including her boyfriend and several other students, reacted in sheer horror. A group of them rushed forward, trying to pry the father off of her, screaming for him to stop. Others frantically called 911, their voices shaking with fear. One student, in an act of sheer bravery, threw himself onto the father, attempting to pull him away from the girl. The chaotic struggle unfolded in a matter of seconds, but felt like an eternity to those witnessing the atrocity. Among the shocked onlookers was Josh Wagner, a local resident who had been driving by with his family when he noticed what initially appeared to be a schoolyard fight. However, as the chilling reality became clear, Wagner immediately leaped into action. It was infuriating. All the kids were screaming, yelling, he later recounted. Wagner, a former military veteran, used his training to overpower Ihsan Ali, pinning him to the ground until law enforcement arrived. He wasn't letting go. The rage in his eyes was something I'll never forget, Wagner said in an interview. In a moment of sheer terror, just before she lost consciousness, the girl heard her father utter, "It's not right, you're not supposed to do this," his grip tightening around her throat as he attempted to silence her forever. With the last of her strength, she managed to break free, stumbling toward the school's entrance, breathlessly crying out, "My dad was trying to kill me." The school's office staff reacted instantly, initiating an immediate lockdown, barricading the doors to ensure her safety, and preventing the parents from gaining further access. The courage displayed by the students, bystanders, and school staff proved crucial in thwarting what could have ended in a tragic loss of life. Both parents were arrested on site and have since been charged with attempted murder. They now face serious legal consequences, with prosecutors arguing that this was a premeditated act of violence driven by outdated and oppressive beliefs. If convicted, Ihsan and Zahra Ali could face decades in prison. As for the girl, she has been placed under protective custody and is receiving counseling to cope with the traumatic ordeal. Authorities are ensuring she remains in a safe environment, away from any potential harm. Reports indicate that she has begun the process of recovering from her injuries, both physical and psychological, though the scars of such an experience will likely remain for a lifetime. She has also expressed a desire to continue her education and rebuild her life free from her family's control. The girl's siblings, who were living in the same household, have been placed in the care of Child Protective Services. Investigators are now looking into whether they too were subjected to abuse or coercion within the home. There are concerns that they may have faced similar pressures or threats related to cultural expectations imposed by their parents. This chilling case not only exposes the dangers of forced cultural practices, but also underscores the importance of community vigilance and intervention. The bravery of those who stepped in demonstrates the power of collective action in protecting victims of domestic violence. Experts in family violence and cultural oppression warn that cases like this, while shocking, are not isolated. Many victims suffer in silence, trapped in homes where abuse is normalized, and their voices are ignored. As legal proceedings unfold, this case serves as a stark reminder of the silent battles many individuals face under oppressive family dynamics. It is imperative that communities continue to foster discussions around cultural expectations, human rights, and the need for unwavering support for those at risk. Advocates for victims of honor-based violence are now pushing for stricter laws and better protections for individuals seeking to escape similar situations. The developments in this case will be closely watched in the coming days, as many hope for justice and greater awareness to prevent such tragedies in the future. If this story serves any purpose, it is as a call to action reminding us all of the need to stand against violence, oppression, and the suffering endured by those who dare to seek their own freedom. My name is Penny Flick, with Kreep-ish. I'll be back with more stories that challenge our perceptions, question reality, and keep us peering into the darkness of history. Comment below on your thoughts. What stories intrigue you the most? What mysteries do you want to uncover? Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember, the truth is often stranger than fiction.